Welcome everybody, this is Gold Leader, and I'm here with Patronus, and we are doing a two-part Gloomhaven stream.
Yeah, super excited about this. We're going to unbox the brand new Jaws of the Lion expansion. We were very excited that we were able to snag one at Target with the early release, I should say.
Yeah, so this is essentially an early release exclusive at Target in July, I believe July 21st, and then it's going to be everywhere, local game stores, Walmarts, wherever you want to pick this game up. Starting, I believe, August/September. I think it
Yeah,
might be August, but
something like that.
um, we are massive Gloomhaven fans, and I was super excited for this for a couple reasons. Biggest reason, it's Gloomhaven in a much smaller box.
Yeah.
We love Gloomhaven, and there's a couple people we would like to play with, but they live in other states, and so when
Mm-hmm.
we travel, lugging around that 30-pound Gloomhaven box
Box is
is
just,
not
yeah,
realistic in
it's not
any
real.
way, shape, or
It's
form.
not reasonable.
So basically, unless they come visit us,
Yeah.
we're never going to be able to play. But with this game, we can bring it, pack it in a suitcase,
Mm-hmm. Much more reasonable.
much more reasonable. The other thing is it comes with 4 new playable classes or
Mm-hmm.
heroes, and you can import them into your current Gloomhaven game, or you can bring the current heroes you have in your other Gloomhaven and play them in this. It is 25 additional, I think 20 to 25 additional missions.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen the reviews. The reviews for the game are amazing. I think this is an incredible entry point for people who want to play Gloomhaven or are interested in it, but they might see that big box and all those pieces and
Components.
overwhelming. So, what we wanted to do, we're not really doing a review. We wanted to just unbox the game and kind
Play.
of play and see how it works.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, I've already cut this open, so we're just gonna take this cover off,
Ooh.
and you will see
All
a
right, welcome to Gloomhaven.
very packed box.
Yeah.
So,
I like how even when it's their box, it still doesn't close all the way.
yeah, it's their box. It has all the stuff in it. So, it says stop. Read this before doing anything else. There are more components in this game box than you may be used to. Oh, Gloomhaven. And it's important to
Not
make.
if you played the original, probably.
Well, this is again. Keep in mind, this is a
Right.
product for someone that
Never
someone
played.
that's picking this up is
Yeah.
picking it up at a big box store. That's the idea.
Right.
So it's like
You're
the
not used to.
the person that's going to the store to pick up a copy of Monopoly or
Right.
Clue, or
exactly. Yeah.
maybe they get something wild like Villainous.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, and it just says, yeah, important. And it's important to make sure that you are organized before you start to play the game.
That is an understatement.
This sheet will give you a step-by-step instructions on how to easily organize your game box and where to go from here so you can start playing the game as fast as possible.
Nice.
Oh, it's fantastic. So, below this sheet in the box are 4 booklets, as well as a map board of the city and a sheet of stickers. You can set all of these aside for now. So,
Okay.
basically, all that stuff just goes to the side.
So we got to learn to play, a glossary, the scenario book,
Yep.
the backup additional scenario book, it looks like,
Yep.
and then the stickers.
And then,
And then, the thingies. I guess I'll start cracking these. 'Cause
yeah,
we
it
got all
says
of
you will
the
see 6
tokens.
punch sheets, boards full of tokens and monster standees. Take these out of the
Alright.
game box and find the set
And that
aside.
is our little game board, apparently. Oh, it's just Gloomhaven.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so little compared to the big one.
Yeah.
I assumed it was going to fold.
It's not Gloomhaven, though. It's the Jaws of the Lion.
No, it's Gloomhaven. 100%.
Oh, you're right.
It's like,
Oh,
I recognize that. It
It's
is 100%
just
Gloomhaven.
the city.
It's just
And
the
this
city
must
of
be an
Gloomhaven.
inn in the city.
Maybe. Yeah. It is, actually. I remember some, like, now that you say that, I remember Jaws of the Lion from a city event or something.
I don't know. All right, so I'm going to keep reading. It
Yeah.
says it says to take these out of the game box and find the set aside plastic Ziploc bags and the plastic tray with its lid. So here we go. So yeah, you
Oh,
get
yeah.
this little tray.
So they gave us a little organizer for
Yep,
all of our
and then-
tokens. Okay.
Look at this. You even get little
Ooh, baggies.
Ziploc baggies.
More standees.
Oh, a bunch of Ziploc baggies. Wow,
Yeah.
there's
Holy
quite a few.
cow. Okay.
Okay, and so
Cool.
what they're saying to pull all this out.
Ooh, these dials are better than the originals.
Yeah, they.
They're a lot tighter. Oh,
That's
that's
kind of nice.
nice. That is
Yeah.
definitely nice.
Okay, and it
That's like
says
one of my few gripes from the original campaign packs.
just to begin punching out the boards and place all of the smaller tokens. Basically, all the tokens. It actually gives you a diagram,
Oh my gosh.
which is pretty crazy.
That's pretty fantastic. All right.
So damage tokens, I guess, go on the ends.
Yeah, I'll start punching. You can keep reading.
That's really it for right now. It says then place each set of different monster standees in their own ziploc. So the monster standees need to go in their baggies.
In the baggies. Okay, that kind of makes sense. So where
Okay.
did the coins go?
They just go.
In the second one here?
Yeah. Yeah, I think it doesn't really matter. They're all the same. But yeah, yeah, I got it. Just
Whatever.
yeah, just all right. So we're throwing this in here, and the reason we kind of wanted to do this is see literally how fast can we get it to the table.
Yeah, absolutely. Because that's what all gamers want to do. They want to get things to the table.
All right. It is weird because the diagram. Well, I guess it does fit. Okay.
Punch, punch, punch. All right, so there's one thing down. And here's all the money, if you want to deal with that. Just be careful.
So it definitely looks like it. Wait, this can't be money.
Oh, it's damage. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, damage.
All right.
More traps. Some obstacles.
Yep.
Treasure tokens. We've got our
Okay.
elements. They're a little bit bigger.
Interesting.
Elements, it looks like, go right in here.
Yep.
And we got all of our, we got some treasures. Looks like these are meant to go here. And then all of our little statuses here.
Yeah, they go in. It looks like
They
the
all,
statuses
I
go
think,
in the
go
big
in
map.
there, yeah. Punch, punch, punch,
And then all
punch,
these
punch,
monster
punch, punch,
standees
punch.
go in. Each go in their own baggie.
Makes sense.
So I'm gonna start doing that.
Yeah. All right.
I'm sure there's a broken token insert for this already.
Probably.
Probably.
I will say
not, there will
we're
be.
not. Yeah, we're not in any way affiliated or paid by Broken Token. But if you purchase the original Gloomhaven and don't fork out the extra $70 or $80 for the Broken Token, you are.
That's a fail.
Yeah, that is such a fail. It is so critical for us to have that insert, and oh my gosh, without it, I don't know that we would ever play in real life. Because there's just so many components.
Yeah. It definitely
unreal.
lets you get to the table, between 5 and 10 minutes of setup.
Absolutely.
Otherwise,
Yeah.
I couldn't even
yeah,
imagine.
there's just no way.
Can you imagine having a little baggie for every little
Oh
thing?
my lord, there's just no way.
Not to mention all the monsters.
Mm-hmm.
Lost a snake.
All right.
Okay.
Ooh, there's a new token I don't recognize. Big blue exclamation point. That's a new symbol. I don't know what that's for. Get those away.
It does seem like there's a nice variety of monsters already in this game.
Yeah.
It's a little side game.
There's a couple that I don't recognize, some that I do, some that just have different artwork, relatively speaking. It's just the same species with different artwork. So that's cool. Like that.
It still kind of blows my mind when you think of Mr. Isaac sitting there in his basement figuring
Coming
this
up
whole
with
thing.
this whole thing, yeah, it's
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
for sure.
You could just tell the guy's level of thought process when you're. This is like the perfect example where he has literally like, hey, I thought about putting baggies in there and telling you how to organize everything.
100%.
I mean, just
the fact that it came with a token organizer to begin with,
and not
is
only
just,
that, but there's instructions
and instructions on how to use it, and yeah, it's
and that's
incredible.
pretty smart.
And these are good baggies too. They're a good size. They're zipping very easily, and more importantly, there's also a little hole in there everywhere, so you don't have to worry about getting the air out. It just kind of
Yeah,
it's the little things.
That is a little silly detail.
It is such a silly little detail, but when you're a gamer and you have lots of these little Ziploc baggies, that little hole is it's such a quality of life thing.
Yeah. Hilarious. Alright, so more punch outs we don't need. Okay.
Okay, getting there.
And then it says there will be 3 unique monsters left which can go in one bag together, which I already did. I grabbed your little one.
You grabbed mine? Okay.
And then
were there rats that you already had? Yes, there were. There's 2 more rats.
oh, okay. And then it says you can place large square board with the booklets and place the set of smaller rectangular tokens with the names on them, initiative order, off to the side for now.
Those are these that I haven't punched out yet. So these go off to the side? Do they go in a baggie or?
Just set it off to the side for now.
Ooh! Rogue something. Okay. These are a little harder to get out. Just because they're so small, there's not a lot of leverage, but it's okay. They're coming out pretty well.
And then, what else you got in there?
I think these are some new obstacles, maybe?
Oh, you haven't done obstacles yet. Gotcha.
I had some obstacles, but I think these are maybe new ones.
I don't even know what these are for.
I don't know. They're new. These are all some new tiles here.
They're calling them initiative tokens. Initiative order tokens. Huh. Alright. We're going to see what these are for. That is definitely not. There was never initiative tokens in the original Gloomhaven.
There was not.
So I don't know what these are for, but we'll figure it out.
Yep. More damage. Oops. Missed the container. And then I'm assuming these little blue question mark guys go right here.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, so that's page 1.
Alright, that was punching everything out. That really wasn't that bad at
That was
all.
pretty fast.
Yeah, it was pretty fast.
Alright, so page 2 says...
And there's 4 extra baggies. It's actually kind of nice.
Okay. That's weird.
There might be, maybe these go in baggies.
Yeah, I don't know. They
We'll
just
see.
said...
Put them aside for now.
Yeah. Alright, so the next step. It says left in the game box you will find 4 large tuck boxes with 4 character icons. 8 smaller boxes with character icons and letters.
Yep.
The 4 red and blue dials, a bag of plastic stands,
Yep.
and multiple wrapped decks of cards slotted into plastic tray on the bottom of the game box.
Yep.
Most of this can be left in the game box for now, but note their names in the diagram to the right. Also take out 3 card dividers and put them in the card wells with their respective decks.
Okay. So, nice. So there are these little dividers. Okay.
And then it says, very important, do not open small boxes labeled A, B, C, and D.
Yeah, the ones that have the seals on them. If you've played the Gloomhaven before, you recognize that you open these upon a particular trigger that happens in your campaign.
Yep.
So they're seals, so you don't accidentally open it.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. And then it says, take out the deck of small red monster ability cards and the deck of larger square monster stat cards and sort the ability cards into separate piles based on the names on the back of the cards.
Okay. So a couple more of the monster sleeves, which is nice.
But you know, eventually there's going to be an app that replaces all this.
Yeah, but
Someone's going to figure it out.
it's fine. I like playing with the physical stuff.
Yeah, it's fine. Alright, so it says just to sort all these cards.
Okay. They're probably already sorted. You
They
probably
are
just
already
need to
sorted.
clump them. So I'm just gonna kind of. There's a blood tumor. That's cool. Blood horror. Cool. Yeah, there's some cool stuff in here. Anyway, okay.
Okay, so what they're saying to do is you just take these cards
Uh-huh.
that match the monsters and put them in the baggies that match the monsters.
Ah, okay. That's
So,
fine.
do they have names on them?
No, but they have pictures on this. So, um, blood tumor, blood horror, and first of the order. I'm assuming these were the three unique things.
I would assume so.
Yes, they were.
Yeah, so what they want you, so what we probably should do
So, like
is
the
take
blood
these.
horror. It's a little hard to see. Oh,
Yeah.
we got these things in the way. All right.
So probably just lay them out. And,
Yeah. So these were the three unique things. So you know what the naming
yeah,
is.
we can move the box. All right. So yeah, so just I would lay out all those cards,
Okay.
and then we just match them up.
Okay. So we knew those were all kind of.
Yeah. So
all
this
in a
just says
pile.
boss. So I'm assuming that's all
That's
of them.
probably that. Yep.
And then we have a Vermling Scout.
Okay. Scout.
Scout. Living Spirit.
Okay.
Living Corpse. Imp.
Blood imp.
I
Oh, just
assume-
regular imp?
Yeah.
Maybe imps are all the same.
I don't
Because
know.
there's a black imp and a blood imp.
There's a Black Sludge.
Black sludge.
Then there's a Monstrosity.
There's a couple of monstrosities.
Okay.
So, guess we'll figure that out as well.
Chaos Demon. And Stone Golem. Giant Viper.
Okay.
Now there's something called a Basic Giant Viper. I don't know what that is.
Okay.
Then a Zealot.
Zealot.
And then a Basic Zealot.
That's interesting. Okay.
I don't know what that is. So then a Vermling Raider.
Okay.
Okay.
That's it?
That's all the cards.
Okay,
Unless there were
so-
more in here that we did not take out that we were
I don't
supposed to.
think so.
Okay. Interesting.
All right, so
So
some of
blood imp?
these, yeah, so there's a black imp and a blood imp, but only one imp deck.
Interesting.
There's also a vermling, I'm sorry, no, a blood monstrosity and a rat monstrosity with one monstrosity deck. So, I don't know. Interesting. We'll have to.
Well, let's read what it says. It says take out the deck of small red monster ability cards and the deck of larger square monster stat cards. Sort the ability cards into separate piles based on the names on the back of the cards. If the cards have the word basic, group them with the cards of the same title without basic.
Okay, so that's what we did.
So,
Basic zealot, regular zealot, basic giant viper, regular giant viper.
okay. Then place cards sorted. Then place these cards sorted card decks into the zip bag of the corresponding monsters using the larger square cards to match the names on the ability cards to the artwork on the standees.
Yeah. Okay. So we'll, I guess, just pull the ones that have dupes there.
Okay.
All right. So I
So
guess hand me.
so that's the
Those are the
boss.
bosses, and we'll just play a little game of line up the artwork
So
here.
Stone Golem. Okay, that one's done. And Living Corpse. Looks like this guy. And then what are you looking at? Here's the snakes.
Okay. So shift all these guys off of their artwork so we can see a little bit better.
Okay. Living Corpse is done. And this is a living spirit. Yeah, looks right. Okay. And what is this? Blood Monstrosity. Which is this thing. And I don't know if these go in here or not. What is that?
That's mine. Do you have the same token here?
What are you talking about? Oh, yeah, I took the wrong one.
Okay.
Blood
That'll do
Monstrosity.
it. Those are zealots. Yeah. Okay.
Those are zealots. Okay. Firmling Scout. Two left.
We have a problem. Where are the chaos demons? Oh, here they are. These are imps, so they just share a deck, apparently.
Okay.
Okay.
Alright.
All the monsters are sorted.
Okay, then says note that there are two sets of imps, black and blood, and two sets of monstrosities, rat and blood, but only one deck of ability cards for each pair. It doesn't matter which of the two bags you put the deck into, as long as you remember later where it is.
Okay. So that was right. We did have that.
It says now that you know the names of the monster sets, you can also place one rectangular token in each bag matching the name written on the ability. Oh, there you go.
Whoops. All right. Okay.
And I can't see these hardly at all.
That's fine. I'll do it. It's okay. So, that's what these are for.
Yep.
I guess it kind of makes sense.
Sure.
There are little tokens for the heroes as well, so I bet you that's what those last bags are for.
Maybe.
What are you doing?
Opening these up so you can put them in the bags.
Oh, I mean, I can open a bag. It's fine. Keep going. Read.
All right. The four leftover rectangular tokens go into separate Ziploc bags, one for each of the four players in the game.
I'm sorry, what?
Um,
Mumbling a little bit there.
Nothing. I wasn't mumbling. Where is the rest? It says the rest. The other four go in each player bag.
Okay, so the other bags are in the box. Oh, no, they're not. They're
They're right there.
Never mind.
All right. So 1, 2. Okay. All right. It says with the monsters and the rest of the punch tokens sorted, you are prepared to start learning the game. For that, you will want to reference the Learn to Play guide, which gives an approachable way for players to learn the game while playing through the first 5 scenarios. There's also a rules glossary with the complete set of rules, and you can easily reference, but it's highly recommended that you learn to play using the guide. And use the glossary book to look up any questions you might have during play. You can also find a complete list of components on page 28. It also says you can wait for your game group to arrive before doing anything else, or you can learn to read the play guide. Okay. Oh, there's also a
Barcode.
QR code that will link to a video to watch how to do stuff.
Oh, cool.
All right, and that's all you need.
Okay.
So there's that. Learn to play guide. Welcome to Gloomhaven. The game is fully cooperative, with players working together to navigate the way through a campaign of scenarios. You will not play it all in one sitting, but it can be easily saved at the end of any single scenario. This book is meant to walk you through step by step through the first 5 scenarios of this campaign, after which point you should have all the tools you need to continue through the rest of it. It is encouraged that you play as you read this book, and anytime you see the exclamation point icon off to the side, the next text will direct you to do something in the game.
Okay.
Let's start by setting out the scenario book. Its front cover contains the introduction to the story of this campaign and will direct you to unlock scenario 1. Each scenario is meant to be played until successfully completed, and then players will move on to the new scenario. Playing through scenario 1 will unlock scenario 2 and so on. Now go ahead and read the front cover of the scenario book and refer back to scenario 1 rules here on page 3 when scenario book directs you to. Okay. So we need the scenario book.
Yep. I got it. Just kind of trying to put some things away here. Scenario book. Oh, supplemental scenario book. So here's our scenario book. So I'm reading what's on this front page here.
I believe so.
That's probably our intro here. It will be good to get back to the Sleeping Lion. After a fortnight going up and down the still river chasing a bad lead on a missing blacksmith, you can almost feel the warmth of the inn's hearth when Gloomhaven's walls come into view. You're almost home. To be fair, it's not just the blacksmith. An alarming number of people within the poorer districts of the city have gone missing. Usually nothing comes of it, though. Just another poor soul forgotten out here on the edge of civilization. The blacksmith's wife, Sandy, however, managed to somehow scrape enough money together to hire you to find her husband. You're not sure where the money came from, but no matter the source, it couldn't have come easy, which makes it doubly painful to return to the city empty-handed. True, Sandy was a little light on the payment, but you are the Jaws of the Lion, one of the most well-known mercenary groups in this backwater dump of a town. Surely it can't hurt to take a charity case every once in a while. Getting good jobs is about maintaining a reputation, after all, which is why you really need to get to the bottom of this and not return to the widow with nothing but the calluses on your feet. Also, you probably shouldn't call her a widow to her face, at least not until the fate of the blacksmith has been confirmed. Given, however, that none of those who disappeared have returned, the outlook is grim. As these cheery thoughts pass through your mind, you notice movement up ahead and immediately draw your weapon. The sun has dipped low in the sky, reducing visibility, but you can clearly see some ramshackle wooden barricades blocking the road in front of you. Sure enough, as you cautiously approach the scene, vermlings jump out from behind the obstructions, flashing crude swords and sharp sticks. You have to admit, you are quite tired from the day's journey, but still, these oversized rats certainly picked the wrong group of travelers to ambush today. You are the Jaws of the Lion, after all, and are always ready to show there is only one outcome for anyone who dares threaten you. Rewards, new location, roadside ambush, number 1, B1. If you haven't yet read the first section of the Learn to Play guide before... Oh, I'm sorry. If you haven't yet, read the first section of the Learn to Play guide before continuing on to Scenario 1. Okay. I'm assuming that is this thing on the front here.
No, that's what I read. So it's
Oh,
the first page, I think.
okay.
Rules section 1.
Okay. To start, perhaps you noticed this in the scenario book, so you guys can kind of see that they're referring to the same thing here. It's just this little zoom in on right there. This means to take that first sticker from the sticker sheet
Okay.
labeled Road Sign Ambush and place it on the B1 square of the city map board such that the artwork lines up.
Okay, perfect.
Okay. So, B1, pull off our sticker here. And oh, it's a little different in that the old one had kind of a little location number on it. This one doesn't have any of those. So you just kind of need
What
to.
about these?
That's just like your guides to where you need to place it on the map. But the old board actually had the little numbers, so you knew exactly how to place it on the artwork. But we will just do our best here.
Mm-hmm.
My OCD is not going to like this. That looks pretty good. All right.
Okay.
So we got that on there. Okay, so take the first sticker, line it up. These stickers are permanent. Blah, blah, blah. The map city board is a way to see which scenarios are available for you to play. At the moment, only scenario 1 is available, but as you progress through the campaign, more choices will open up. Set the board map to the side for now, though. Before we get into scenario 1, each player must decide which character they are going to play. There are 4 characters available, allowing up to 4 players to participate in the game. If you're playing by yourself, you can control 2 separate characters. It's obviously a more complex experience. If there are 2 to 4 players, it's highly recommended that each player only controls a single character.
Okay. So should we look at our characters? Is that what we're doing now?
So let's find out. So there's 4 characters: a Demolitionist who does melee damage and obstacle destruction, a Red Guard, protection and monster manipulation. Hatchet is ranged damage and looting. Sounds like you. Void Warden is healing and support. There are figures of the characters in the small boxes, and the large boxes contain character mats with artwork on the front and a description of the character on the back. Once characters are chosen, players should claim their figure's mat and figure, the rectangular initiative token from the character's zip bag, a hit dial point from the game box, a deck of smaller cards with no warning, and the first 7 cards from the larger deck with no warning. These card decks are located in the character's large box. Of the 7 cards taken from the deck, 1 is a reference card and 6 are ability cards with an A in the crown under the title. The 2 decks with warnings along with the remainder of those should remain in the box for now. Okay, so yeah, we pick our guy.
Mm-hmm.
So it kind of gave you a little idea of what
So
they do.
what is-
So Demolitionist is melee damage and obstacle distraction.
Mm-hmm.
Red Guard is protection and monster manipulation. The Hatchet is ranged damage and looting. And Void Warden is healing and support.
Mm-hmm. Interesting.
And it does say that we just pick 2.
Yeah, that's fine. I think I would like. I play a melee character, so I think I'm gonna do the. Yeah, I'm gonna do the hatchet.
Yeah, I mean, yes, of course you are. As soon as I said looting, I was like, all right, Gold Leader's picking that one. He plays the scoundrel in our regular campaign and likes it a little too much.
I like the. I also like axes. Dwarves, axes.
Okay. Well, with 2 of us, then I'm thinking maybe it would be good to.
I don't think it really matters. Just pick what you like.
Yeah, so I think maybe we'll do. Let's try the Demolitionist guy.
Cool. All right.
See how it goes.
All right. So those are the 2
So
we're
let's
not
go back in
using.
the box for right now.
Okay.
We pull out their figures
Yep.
and empty out their pack here.
So you got the guy with the bombs.
Ooh, this guy. Oh, so the boards are the same size. They're just extended.
No,
There's
they're not.
oversized art. No, that is definitely the same size board. 100%.
Oh, you're right.
Same size board. They just
Interesting.
extended the artwork, so it's bigger artwork.
Ah.
Okay, well this guy looks pretty cool. Quattral Demolitionist. Let's see if you guys can see that artwork here. It looks pretty dang cool if I say so myself. Let's try not to get any glare on there. All right, I'll read a little bit about what this guy's deal is. Because of their diminutive size, the Quattrals feel they have a lot to prove. From an early age, they're encouraged to study as much as possible about many different subjects. Though there are expert Quattrals, what?
Nothing. I didn't say anything.
Though there are expert Quattrals in any field, they seem to have a particular affinity to engineering and machinery. Their long, delicate fingers allow them to build all manner of intricate contraptions to make life easier and augment their inferior physical strength. Though they are not numerous, Quattrals can easily integrate themselves into any society due to their expertise in critical fields and their charming, graceful demeanor. What?
I was just laughing about how
at the
little you are.
size? Yeah. Only a fool would shun a Quattral's offer to help. They just said they're small and baby. Even when augmenting themselves with machines of their own creation to destroy anything that stands in their path, Quattrals will still do it with charm and flair. Though they may be small, demolitionists don't let that hold them back in the least. Between their rocket boots, multitude of bombs, and giant piston fists, they're a force to be reckoned with. I like this guy. Sometimes the only path forward is the one they create themselves. In such cases, it is better just to get out of their way. Well, I think I'm going to like this guy.
You chose wisely.
I think it's cool. All right, so let's, and it's a pretty good little model. We'll have to get these painted up.
I can read mine
and I can
well.
read yours. You are the Inox Hatchet. You guys can kind of see the artwork here. Pretty cool. The Inox are a primitive and barbaric race, preferring to live in small nomadic tribes scattered across the wilderness. They subsist through hunting and gathering, scraping together a meager existence while fighting off the more dangerous creatures of the wilds. What they lack in intelligence and sophistication, they make up for with their superior size and strength. Always eager to prove themselves in a challenge, and one should certainly take care in challenging an Inox. Their society does not pay much heed to ethics or morality. For the Inox, it's all about survival. Kill or be killed. Yeah, it sounds like you. While any normal Inox may be valued in Gloomhaven for their brute strength and endurance with manual labor, if you want to be a successful mercenary in the city, sometimes a little more finesse is required. Hatchets have fully embraced life in the city, outfitting themselves with the latest fashions. It is all a bit of a front, though, as their true passion lies in their arsenal. No one is a better marksman with a throwing axe, and if anybody wants to challenge that claim, they had better be prepared for a duel to the death. All right. Seems cool. So, let's see what we got here, what they're telling us to do. So, we have our figures and our mats. Did you grab the little baggies that had the cards in them for each of our things? Because that's probably where we put
I don't know
these.
where you moved them.
I put them in there. Your hands are probably right on top of them right now. Demolitionist. Here. And Hatchet.
Okay.
Okay. This over here. So you can probably punch out your little things and put those in the baggie.
Yep.
Garbage. Okay. Put those away. Take a hit point dial, which you got. Deck of the small cards without the warning symbol, which is these. These are our attack modifier cards. The first 7 cards from the larger deck, what's probably this one, is our ability cards with the warning on it. With no warning, so it's this one. So one of these is the player reference card, which is this. And then the next are the ability cards with an A in the crown under the title. So you see there's an A up here, right up in this little piece right here. So these are, there should be 6 of them. Yep, and then they go B. Okay, so we have the A cards.
So the A cards are like the ones we start with?
I'm guessing so.
Okay.
Okay, so these have the warnings on them.
So I have cards that start with A, then I have cards start with number 1, and then X, and then 2, and 3.
Okay, so only grab the A's.
Okay.
Did you have B's as well, or no?
No B's,
Oh,
just
interesting.
A's.
Okay.
A. Oh no, there's 2 B's.
Okay. All right, so you only need the A's. The rest of them can go back in the bag.
All right, so the A's and the B's go back in the bag as
Yeah,
well.
B's and the rest go back in the bag. Only
Okay.
the 6 A's. So the 2 decks with warnings, along with the remainder of the other large cards, go back in the box.
Okay.
So I'm just going to put them back in my little...
Yeah, mine's
here?
mine's in the.
Oh, you put them in here already. Got it. Okay. So those will go there. Alrighty. Next page. Play area setup. So using these character materials and other components, we'll now set up scenario 1. Each player should place their character mat, player reference, 6A ability cards, attack modifier deck, and hit point dial in front of them. The red side of the dial should be set to the number below the white 1 on the bottom of their character card. The blue side of the dial should be ignored for now. As you know, the red is the hit points, the blue is skill. So I start at 8.
Same.
In 0 XP at the moment. Okay. And all my ability cards and everything. Oh, some dice fell. Okay. Characters initiative order token, which is the little square rectangle thing here, should be placed in the center of the table. So I guess you need this the little rectangle thing from your bag. Open the scenario book. Get these out of the way for a second. I can figure out our spacing. Open our scenario book to scenario 1, which is just this. Okay.
Something's not right with these cards. Because there's only 6 cards with the letter A.
Yeah.
And there's 10 cards that this guy has.
Well, can I go through the rest of the setup instructions, please?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. So we have scenario 1 here.
Probably best for the camera.
Place it in the middle of the table. This book shows the scenario map, which consists of a number of hexes where the scenario will play out. Each player can now place their character's figure on any one of the starting zones, which is one of these. Retrieve the zip bag of Vermling Raider monsters. Vermling Raiders. Living Corpse. Boss. Vermling Scouts. Vermling Raiders. Okay. Move the cardboard standees, large square stack card, and the initiative order token, which can be placed with the other initiative order tokens. So we're going to keep these. I think it's supposed to just be your initiative tracker, basically, so you have these available. So you got that guy in there. So we got their ability cards. We'll need some stands. We'll need their monster card, as well as a sleeve. Okay. Vermling Raider. And how many of these guys are there? 6 total, so we can put them in a number 6 sleeve here. I'm assuming we're putting them at level 0 for right now, but I can fix that later if I need to.
I'm going to tell you.
Yep. Alright. These things away for now. It says the smaller cards are not needed in this scenario. Insert the stat card in one of the 6 section. Oh, and number 1. So they don't need their abilities, which is interesting. Okay. So we're setting ahead to number 1. There are little numbers in the top left-hand corner, so you know what level you're at. Now put the monster standees into the white and gold plastic stands found in the game box and populate the main scenario in scenario book 10. Oh, in the scenario book, following these rules. 1. This icon shows what set and rank of monster should be set up. Okay, got it. On the specific hex, reference to the first row for 2 characters, the middle row for 3 characters, the bottom row for 4 characters. So similar to the original game, it actually had them in the different corners. This one tells us just by having rows on here, so you can tell. So we're always going to be in that first row. So we need a regular guy here. Nobody here. An elite here. A regular here. Nobody here and a regular there.
Okay.
Okay. The plastic trade token. Take the other 20 card deck of attack modifiers labeled M. More in here? No. These are items. It's in here. Okay. That's obviously more than 20 though. So it's only the ones that have an M in the bottom corner.
Mm-hmm.
That's the monster's attack modifier deck. Shuffle this in all character attack modifiers. So we're ready to play. So we got to shuffle all of our decks.
You want to double check these if we're ready to play, because I think I should have more than 2, 4, 6 cards.
It says specifically you only start with the 6 that have an A on them.
Okay.
So. Okay. Were there 20 cards in the monster attack modifier deck?
I didn't count.
I would double check just to make sure we got all the right ones. So there's a lot of different scenario information in this book. It says we got the scenario number up here. We have our goal, which for this mission is to kill all of our enemies. Scenario key is this information right here. List what monsters from the game box and what tokens and tiles from the tray where we're going to need to set up the map. The map layout for this scenario just shows that it's the 2-page spread. Some might need the supplemental book for a bigger map, so you have that as well if you need it.
Right.
Introduction text. I'm going to read this now. The road back to Gloomhaven has been long, and now to get attacked by vermlings when all you want is a warm meal and a soft bed. Well, it makes you mad. Mad enough to kill these mangy creatures before you collapse from exhaustion. Of course, the vermlings have other plans. They gibber about wanting your coin and the meat on your bones. Nasty things, really. Best to ignore their ranting and end this quickly. There are also special rules right here to give us some extra information about this mission in particular. So the special rules, make sure each character's starting hand consists of their 6 cards marked A. The Vermling Raiders will act on initiative 50 each round. They will first move their base move value, and then if a character is adjacent to them they'll attack with their base value. So they're not using their special abilities this round. They're just whatever's on their stat card plus their attack modifier.
Okay.
All right. So there's a couple of tips in here. So it's just the tip for the starting hexes, the tip to put your sticker in places so we have a new location when we're done with our reward. The green outlined things are obstacles. So obstacles cannot be entered. They do not block line of sight. Demolitionist can destroy them, at which point a destruction token, that's what this is, a destruction token will be placed on it and it becomes a regular hex. That's probably what those are.
Cool.
What else we got in here? Conclusion text, we'll do that later. Rewards, tips and reminders, obstacle designations, wall designations, just a thicker outline around the edges, and I think we're good there.
So these A cards actually have reminder, like, I guess you call it reminder text on them.
Okay.
So they explain to you, normally you wouldn't have those boxes.
Yeah.
But these boxes explain to you, if you've never played Gloomhaven before,
What they do.
how the abilities work, like
Sure.
what the symbols mean. So it's kind of cool because
Yeah.
you get an explanation of their language. Because really,
Right.
all these symbols and all this stuff on the shorthand of the card, these are really just their language.
Right, exactly. Yeah, makes sense. All right. So playing the game, now that the game's been set up, we can start playing. Gameplay within a scenario is broken up into a series of rounds. Each round, all players will select which ability cards they would like to play. Chosen cards will determine the initiative order, which is the sequence in which characters and monsters will perform their turns. Once all figures, characters, and monsters on the map have taken a turn, the round will end and a new round will begin. So the first thing we do, which I'm sure if you're familiar with the original Gloomhaven campaign, it's the same. You pick your cards, you order your initiative, then the characters and monsters take turns in order of initiative, and then you end the round. So we're going to start with our first round here. And similar to the actual Gloomhaven game, you're not really supposed to tell your partners exactly what you're doing. You're just supposed to kind of speak generically about what your goals are.
Generically meaning, like, I'm going to go here, attack this person.
Yeah, or I'm going to go quick. I'm going to
go heal. I'm going to do something.
Yeah,
you could even say, like, hey, I'm going over here to do this.
Yeah.
But you're not supposed to say, I'm playing
this specific
stopping
card.
power.
Yeah, exactly.
At initiative 35.
Yeah. So I'm going to put...
All right, so let's see what I got here.
So this is just, the player reference is really just a cheat sheet of what all of the different abilities mean, as well as a round overview. So I'm going to read all these cards.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm just going to actually show all mine on the stream.
Sure, go for it.
First one I've got is Close Cuts. It's a melee 3 attack on the top, initiative 25, and then a move 4 on the bottom.
Okay.
So you can see that?
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. The second card I have is Center Mass. It's a 3 damage attack, range 3, with a move 3 on bottom, and that's initiative 24. I've got Second Wind. Ooh, it's a heal self and a move 5 at initiative 18. Then we have a 1 damage attack, range 3, target 3, and muddle. Nice.
Nice.
Then a move 2, all adjacent enemies suffer a damage on the bottom.
Cool.
Then double throw. So this is a 2 damage attack at range 3 with 2 different targets. And then on the bottom, I have an add +1 attack to all of your attacks this turn. Interesting. And that's initiative 64. And then lastly, stopping power. It's a damage 3 attack, range 3. And then on the bottom, I actually have immobilize, target one adjacent enemy, and then a move 3.
It's cool that a lot of these starting abilities actually use these keywords because I
Yeah.
know, at least in the regular Gloomhaven, it's though those original cards are a little bit more basic. You might get one maybe in all of your starting cards, so it's kind of cool that they're actually using those a little bit more.
Yeah, I'll be
It
honest with you,
seems
this
like
cheat sheet is amazing for teaching someone how to play.
for
Just
sure,
because even when we were playing the other, like, oh, what does curse do? Or
right?
because sometimes you'll go a month without playing and
Uh
then you
huh.
forget. I love this so far.
Yeah, it's very cool.
All right, so you want to show your cards?
Yeah.
Let everyone see them.
So we have Implode, which is attack 3 and muddle on the top, initiative 88, and move 2, destroy one obstacle within range 3 on the bottom. That's pretty cool. Knock out the support, attack 3 on top, initiative 20, bottom is move 2, destroy one adjacent obstacle. If you do, perform a strengthen on myself. That's nice.
That's cool.
That's the bottom. Piston Punch, attack 3 on top, 42 initiative, and on the bottom, stun, target one adjacent enemy. So just a stun on an adjacent guy, that's cool. Explosive Blitz, attack 2, range 4 on the top, 19 initiative, and move 4 on the bottom. The big one. This is on top. Attack 2, range 2, targeting 2 figures. Initiative 37 and a move 3 on the bottom. And then 1-2 punch. It is an attack 2 and an attack 1. And I can either target the same or different adjacent figures, which is cool. And then the bottom is also an attack. An attack 1, initiative 66. So that makes sense. 1-2 punch, attack and attack. Attacks on top, attacks on bottom. All right, so if everybody is relatively familiar with Gloomhaven, you choose 2 of your ability cards. The goal is to use the top half of one, the bottom half of another, and then the initiative value in the middle, you pick which of the 2 cards is going to be your initiative for the round, and you'll announce that once both players are ready to go. So then we'll set our initiative order. Initiative only matters for turn sequencing. You do not have to use the card that determines your initiative first. You can use whatever abilities you want in any order on your turn.
And you can't see that; it won't fit.
Nah.
All right. Well, the thing that's on it is Vermling Raider. The regular guys have 5 health, 1 move, and 2 attack.
Okay.
So and melee, and they have nothing else special about
And we do
them.
have one elite guy who's the only difference is more health. So
Yeah.
no biggie. All right, I'm just kind of flipping through all of these instructions just to make sure there's nothing that's different from the original game, and it doesn't look like there is. All right, so we're going to pick some stuff. So that guy's a little ways away.
Yeah, he's only 2 squares away.
Only 2 squares. I don't have a ton of range.
So my guy is basically all ranged.
Okay.
So if you want to kind of go up and whack that guy, and then
Yeah.
I could go and throw my axe maybe at some of the other guys.
Okay. What's interesting is I really just destroy obstacles. I don't have a way of like interacting with them against enemies yet. I'm sure that will come.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty. So
Let's see. So I could 1, 2,
I'm
3.
gonna
If
pick
I'm
that. And I'm gonna pick this.
here. All right. Well,
I've got my 2 cards.
I think what I'm going to do is. So you're probably not going to kill him in one attack, actually. So you
Probably
probably need a
not.
little help.
Yeah, I mean, 5 health, yeah.
Okay.
It's
So.
probably, I mean, obviously I could get lucky, but it's not
Mhm.
super likely for me to kill him in one attack.
Okay, so what I'm going to do then, I'm going to play. I'm going to play these 2 cards. Okay. So I got my 2 cards. And the one that I want on top. Okay. Alright. So the one that I'm putting on top, the one I'm flipping over first, will be my initiative.
Okay, so I guess that's fine. You ready?
Yep.
Okay, so I'm going to go at 20 initiative.
Okay. So I'm going at 18.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, so this is our little initiative tracker here. So that means Hatchet's first, then Demolitionist, then the Vermlings that are going at 50.
Okay. So I have a heal self on my top one, but.
I might even just put these right down here.
No, that's fine.
Closer to the camera.
Yeah, so I have a heal self, which I'm not going to use, but I can always use the basic attack.
Correct.
So I'm going to use the bottom of my other card to move 2. So 1, 2. And then I'll just make a basic attack. What?
Okay. That's where I was going to go.
Okay.
I melee. Where else did you think I was going to go to attack
Well,
that guy?
you could attack him here. I didn't
I
know
can
you
only
were
move. Yeah, no, I can
Okay,
only
that's
moving
fine.
2.
Well then, so here's the little thing. I could also use this card.
Yeah, you could swap it.
Yep. Which I guess I'll do.
Yeah.
So this is a move 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay.
Or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Sure.
And yeah, that works.
Okay.
So move
and
5. So that's the first card. And then the top one is an attack 1, range 3 at 3 different targets.
Why would you
1,
not have
2,
had
3,
that be your
1, 2,
plan to
3.
begin with? That's so much better.
Yeah.
That's exponentially better than what you were going to do.
Yeah, it works.
Okay.
And then they all get muddled.
That's amazing.
Yeah. So
All right.
when you have attacks that target multiple things, you have to draw a card for each one. So I'll start with this first guy, and I'll draw an attack modifier of 0. So it's going to do 1 damage to this guy.
1 damage to that guy. Okay.
They have the cards.
Oh, that's right.
What number is he?
He's number 5.
Number 5. So perfect. Goes to number 5, and then he's going to be muddled.
Yep.
And then I'll draw another card for the second guy, the elite. It's also a
Just keep
0.
everything on their cards.
So 1 damage on that one. And the third one is a -1. So I'm going to do 0 damage on the last one.
Which,
So the elite got 1 damage and
Okay.
muddle.
Alright.
And the last one, I still muddle him.
correct.
He is a number 1.
Number 1 and number 2.
Yep,
Okay.
so I ran in, through a flurry of axes.
Yep. Did you get any XP for that?
No XP.
Okay.
Doesn't look like these cards give XP. Alright, so now I've just used the cards. They go to my discard pile, which is to the left of your board. You won't be able to see mine on screen,
Yeah.
but that's okay.
I could shift things a little bit more if you need it here.
Okay. Well, that would help quite a bit. Oh, perfect.
There we go.
Alright.
You'll still get cut off a little bit, but
That's
it's
okay.
fine. All right. So I am going to use the bottom half of this. It's going to allow me to move 2. 1, 2. I can destroy an adjacent obstacle,
Okay.
and if I do, I become strengthened.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah. So I am strengthened. So that was the bottom half of that card. That's discarded. And then the top half, I'm just going to do 1-2 punch. So it's a double attack. And the first attack is for base 2.
Okay.
So I draw 2 cards actually because I'm strengthened.
Oh, nice.
So 1,
So strengthen's
2.
advantage. Okay.
So I take the best card out of those, which is obviously the 0.
Mm-hmm.
So I am dealing base 2 to this guy. So he's going to take 2 damage, and that's number 5. He's going to take 2.
Sure.
1, 2. And then I attack him again with a base 1 attack. I am no longer strengthened. That comes off. So I draw 1 card, -1. So I don't hit him. Sad face.
Okay.
because it's only an attack base 1.
Not a problem.
All right, so those are both in my discard pile. And that was my turn. So
Mm-hmm.
I guess you can just kind of slide these guys over maybe. So then these are going to go.
What you could do is once you take a turn, is you could just remove them.
Yeah, I guess you could do it that way too.
So
Yep.
that's what's left, and then we
Yep.
put them back next turn.
Yep. So the vermlings get a chance to go now. So let's check and see if there's any special rules for how these guys are going to act on their turn. Any elites act first like normal. So they're just going to do their base move of 1.
Okay. So
And if they're adjacent, they're going to attack, but they're
Nope.
not. So the elite goes first, then you activate in the order in which these guys are labeled. So we have a number 1 right here. So he has to go around this obstacle. So he's going to move 1.
Mm-hmm.
This guy is adjacent to me, so he's going to be able to attack me. So we'll do his attack next. So their base value is 2. Their base attack is 2. And I'm assuming it's going to draw a card.
Yeah.
I just want to make sure that for the initial game there, that's what they're doing. I'm assuming so. Yep, flip an attack modifier card from their deck. Okay. 0. So he is just attacking me for 2, so I'm going to take 2 damage and go down to 6.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And we might just maybe we'll use counters on our guys just so it's a little easier to see on the stream going forward. Okay, so that was number 5. Then we have number 6, who is going to move 1. He's got to get all the way around that obstacle. Okay, monsters activated. We do end of round. Any attack modifier cards, obviously, that were the criticals get shuffled back in. And then go ahead and play the next 2 rounds, running through the rest of your cards. When you're out of cards in your hand, the third round refer to the final section of Scenario 1 rules to learn how to get your cards back, which is, either short resting or long resting, as you guys most likely know. Okay, so pick 2 more cards.
Yep. Okay. I am ready to go.
All right, I'm going to go at 19.
24.
Okay, so I'll activate first. I am going to use my piston punch first to do a base attack 3. So I'm just going to flip my card here. +1. So that guy's going to take 4 and most likely die. Number 5. Oh, yeah, he's definitely... Oh, I actually forgot that he was disadvantaged, but it's probably irrelevant. I think he did a -1. That's probably what I would have taken anyway. Oh, no, he did a 0. Oh, also a 0. Okay, so this guy is gone.
And all these medals come off because it was the end of the
That's
turn.
true. Yep, they do all come off. Pull this guy over here. And then the bottom half of this card that I'm going to do is move 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay. My top half I'm going to use is attack 2, range 3 at 2 targets. So I'm going to attack the elite first. +0, so 2 damage on the elite. And that elite is number 2. So 1, 2. And then I'm going to attack the other guy. That's a -1. So just 1 damage. And that's a number 1. And then I'm going to move 3. So 1, 2, 3. And I am done.
All right. So the Vermlings are going to get to go. So they're just moving their base 1. Elites are going to go first. So this guy's going to come up to me and he's going to attack. So his base is 2. Flip his card. Oh, he missed. So fun. Now these cards don't get shuffled until the end of the round. So all of these other monsters are still going to go off of this deck. Okay, and number 1 is over here, so he's going to move 1. Number 6 over here is going to move 1.
Yep.
And that is the end of the round.
Perfect.
Oh, we actually forgot to use the initiative trackers, but whatever, it's fine.
Oh.
It's not super helpful at the moment anyway.
Yeah, I'm not even sure that they are necessary.
Yeah, if you're used to playing the game and you're used to looking at where everything needs to be.
That's definitely for beginners.
Yeah, and obviously for this, they just are at 50 normally. Their ability
Different
cards
numbers.
provide their initiative values, so you're just referencing the initiative values, and if you're used to playing it that way, it's really not that difficult.
It is a nice little guide, though.
Yeah, it's nice. Alrighty, so last 2 cards,
Yeah.
and the way that the scenario wants you to play it, it wants you to actually do all of your cards, and then only short rest, no long resting technically in the first one, but I think we're good.
Yeah, we're set.
All right, so I'm going to go at 37.
25.
Okay.
And I'm going to do another ranged attack, and I'm going to shoot this elite.
Sure.
And that is a range 3.
Okay, yeah.
-1, so 2 damage on the elite.
Okay.
So let's replace that with a, what is this, what is that, a 3?
It's probably a 5.
No,
Normally
it's
it's
a 3.
1s and 5s and 10s, normally.
That's clearly a 3.
Okay, well, how about the bigger one?
That's a 10.
Okay.
Interesting. So there's probably no 5s. Just 1, 3s, and 10s, which is okay. So I'm hitting it for 2. So I'm going to put a 3 down here and remove 1.
Okay.
Okay. And how much health do they have? Elite, right? So 10.
Yeah.
He's half dead.
And I guess it didn't instruct us about placing the coin when it dies. But I'm
Ooh.
assuming that's still a thing. Maybe they just kind of took that out for the initial...
Yeah, it's probably not there yet.
Character damage and exhaustion. I'm just looking to see if maybe there's a monster damage section.
So Hatchet. What's your guy's name? Demolitionist?
Yeah. Yeah, they don't have anything about that. So I'm assuming just for this first round they're not incorporating that as into the mix. All right.
Did say it was over 5 scenarios that you're introductory.
Yeah. All right. So my turn.
Yep.
I am going
Oh wait, no,
to...
I get to move. So that was my attack.
Okay.
This card is discarded, and then I can move 4,
Okay.
which makes sense. I also just move 1 here.
Yeah, so you don't get attacked.
Don't get
Yeah,
attacked.
that's fine. Alrighty. You good?
Yep.
Okay, I'm going to use the big one. I get attack base 2, range 2, targeting 2 guys. So I will go with the elite first. So
your attack will be disadvantaged if it's ranged.
That's fine.
Okay. You don't want to move first.
Then I can't attack the other one.
No. You could go 1, 2, and 1, 2, 1, 2. It's just your option.
Yeah, I guess. That's fair. I just have to move backwards.
You're going to get attacked by both of them. That's the downside.
And then range 2, base attack of 2, +1.
Whoa.
So that guy's going to take 3.
Okay.
So you can use the bigger 3.
Yep.
And then this guy is only going to take 1. So that's number 1. Only takes 1.
Okay.
Okay. So now we're both out of cards. So the mission is instructing us to short rest. Oh, after the monsters attack. Yeah, that's fair.
Okay, monsters.
Monsters first. So they're going to move 1 each. So the elite's going to go first. He's going to move here. He is going to attack me. So, actually, we need to shuffle this. I forgot.
No. End of the round. Oh, that was...
It's a new round. Yeah, we just forgot. We'll have to sleeve all these up. They're so much easier to shuffle when they're sleeved.
Yeah.
All right. So base 2 plus 1, 3.
Okay.
I'm at 3. This guy's going to move 1. Base 2. Ugh! Lordy. All right, well, I just got wrecked. Okay. Is what it is.
What?
I just got removed.
Oh, you
I just got killed.
can move 2 cards.
That's true. So technically they didn't do that in here, but yeah, I guess I can do that. So that attack is for 4. So I think I can lose 2 cards from my discard pile. So let's lose.
Yeah, I guess if
This
you didn't listen to
one.
me, you could have just attacked. Oh no, then both.
Yeah, no, this one wouldn't have been able to attack me,
Right.
but it's fine. It's fine. We're just playing through our thing. Okay, so I'm going to lose 2 cards
Okay.
to not take that damage, so I'm still at 3.
Mhm.
And those are the monsters.
All right. So short.
Oh,
rest.
this guy needs to move 1. So yes, short rest. So you pick up your discard pile, kind of shuffle it up. You have to pick 1 card to lose at random. If you don't want to lose that card, you can suffer 1 damage to choose a different card to lose.
So I've lost this.
Okay, and then the rest go back to your hand.
Okay. Okay.
All right, so we pick some stuff.
All right. So this guy's got 2 health left, and this guy has 3 health left.
Yep.
Okay. 1, 2, 3.
Number 6 is apparently untouched because
Okay.
he was so far away. I might be able to work through these guys in a way on my own. I'm not going crazy fast. I'm going medium-ish speed.
I mean, I can take out one of them for sure. So this guy only has 2 health. If you could kill
Yeah,
that
I
one,
mean-
and I could kill this one.
Yeah, I mean, I might be able to. I would say you can just focus on this guy.
Okay. Well, if that's the case, then I will. Or I could just attack the ball with my little do they attack everything.
You could do that too,
Key initiatives though.
as long as they're going faster than 50. It doesn't really matter.
I'm not.
Oh, okay. You can't pick another card that's lower than 50.
Not if I want to do the attack them all combo.
Oh, okay.
These guys are smart. Okay, that's fine. I will. Yeah, I guess I'll just attack this one dude. Okay, that's what we're doing. We're ready. So I got 2 cards.
Yep, I'm ready.
All right, 35 is my initiative.
37.
So I get attack 3,
Range 3.
range 3, and then all attacks get +1 attack. So it's
Okay.
actually attack 4, range 3.
Cool.
Oh, minus
sad.
2.
All right.
So 2 damage.
Yep, so 2 damage on number 6.
And these are discarded.
All right. So I have my big one attack again where I'm going to target 2 guys at range 2. I kind of just need to deal with the disadvantage, unfortunately. So it just is what it is. So we'll attack the elite first. So base 2. So I have to draw 2 and take the worst one. Oh, they're both 0. So he's just going to take 2 and die.
Mm-hmm.
So elite is gone.
Okay.
And the other guy, same dealio. We're going to, so a +1. Oh, well, there's my double. That's okay. But 3, so he actually just dies.
Okay.
All right, well, that was better than I thought. The other half, I was just going to use the stun and adjacent enemy. But I guess now I'll just use it as a base +2 move.
There you go.
Alrighty.
All right, so now it's just them.
Now it's just the one monster guy, so he's just going to move 1 and attack you.
Yep.
Base 2, -1, only 1 damage.
All right. Okay.
Okay. And I actually have to short rest again because I only have 1 card in my hand.
Okay.
As long as you have 2 cards in your discard pile, you can short rest.
Did it say you can only short rest in this thing?
Yes.
Okay.
There were no long rest rules, so I'm assuming that's the case.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Okay. I am ready.
Okay.
So initiative
Going
18.
at 37. 18 for you? All right. Go ahead.
So I'm going to go.
Yep.
And just attack 3.
All right. Go
Flip
for it.
card +2, 5.
Oh, he's very gone. All right.
Okay.
Mission number 1 is success. Okay, so we get the conclusion here. You wipe the blood of the last vermling from your face, and your thoughts return to the sleeping lion. Surely they've got a stew ready by now. It would be so perfectly warm and soothing, and it's right through that gate, so close you can already taste it. But then another thought comes. It is highly unusual, brazen really, for a pack of vermlings to operate this close to the city. Could they be behind the string of disappearances? It's a long shot, but one worth investigating, especially considering their ambush site doesn't look like their base of operations. There's probably a nest nearby. With any luck, we will have more information on the missing blacksmith and treasure. Treasure would be nice. So our reward is a new location, a hole in the wall, which is in B1. So grab, where did our stickers go?
Right here.
Ah, okay. So a hole in the wall is mission number 2. At B1. So let's see, how does this line up in here? I guess it lines up right along here. My OCD has a very hard time with these stickers because I want it to be perfect. And it's hard to make it that way.
Okay. All right. Oh, and I thought it was weird we didn't do check marks or anything like that either.
Yeah. It's all just the intro stuff. They just do it over time, apparently. Which is fine. My struggle is very real right now. OCD is strong with this one. It's as good as I'm going to get it, apparently. Sad face. Alright. So, new location, which is actually right next to our other one right here. Because you successfully finished scenario 1, mark the white box in its sticker to indicate that you completed it on the stickers, but it's fine. We'll just not worry about that.
Mark the white box.
Yeah, there's little white boxes next to the names on the stickers.
Oh.
That's how the other one is too, but we just mark it in a different way. Because we don't ruin our board. We just use the vinyl stickers. All right, so
Now, apparently the stickers, they just tell you places to go, though, so
Yeah.
it's not technically ruined.
Yeah.
You could still play again.
Absolutely. It's just knowing where like the names of different places, but it doesn't really do much else, so it doesn't really bother me. All right, so after each scenario, characters fully refresh, recovering all their abilities, removing any condition tokens, returning their hit point to their maximum. Which is identified on your marker sheet here for your level. You can grab your character sheet. You can name your guy, mark that he's at level 1. Characters should now retrieve their 2 level B cards from their box.
Good. Okay.
Swap them into their pool of available ability cards, removing the 2 level A cards of the same name. So this is upgrading 2 cards that you already have.
Okay. Okay.
So you still only have 6.
Mm-hmm.
So the big one and 1-2 punch are getting pulled out. Give me your cards if you want.
I'll just keep it right here. So.
All right. Swap those in. Once you've recorded everything important, you can continue reading the next page to start playing scenario 2, or you can put everything back in the box and continue your campaign at another time. Obviously, keeping everything in the Ziploc baggies is important. You want to play the number 2?
Yeah.
All right. Move on to scenario 2.
Oh, there's somebody in live stream.
That's Katra.
Yes.
All right. So scenario 2.
Yo.
I'm assuming I just looked the page here.
Oh, careful.
Okay. We might have an extension here.
You think so?
Possibly. Well, maybe not. I guess those are walls. We might be good. All right. Number 2. The scenario map will require some additional setup based on the icons described below. So there's some doors, treasure tiles, map tiles, money. Sometimes there's money that spawns initially. In addition to the stack card standees and initiative order token from the Vermling Raiders, you will also require the 4 ability cards labeled Basic Vermling Raiders. So that's probably why there's... So you just use the basic cards initially?
Okay.
Okay. So still just the Vermlings. We're going to need a treasure card, some traps, which are at the bottom of this. They're in this one. And some money as well. We need 4 traps. And it shows on the board here where all of the different things are going to spawn. So we'll grab our Vermlings again as well.
4 traps.
Okay, so it's trap, 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 treasure. I pulled one out. Did you put it away?
You only pulled out 1.
There is only one.
It's right here.
Oh. See? Right in front of my face. If it's a snake, it bit me. All right, treasure.
Gotcha's asking a question.
What's this game all about?
So it's
Fantasy adventure in campaign format.
No, this is Gloomhaven. So it's essentially a pretty classic fantasy dungeon crawling game. You basically play a hero, and you go through a whole slew of related campaign scenarios, and it's got some pretty unique mechanics, which is pretty cool. There's no dice, so there's no variant like that. All of the
There's just
attacks are handled with cards
yep.
and attack modifier decks. We're
That's your random
literally
element.
about to start step 2 of a beginner scenario,
Yep.
so you kind of came at the perfect time.
Yeah, absolutely. So if you want to shuffle up
I did.
there. Oh, you did already? Okay, perfect. I'm struggling now. All right, so we got to set up the monsters as well. So it looks like everywhere except here is more scouts. So scout, scout, swap that for a regular.
So here's a scout as well.
Yep, anywhere that it's on the map there.
So we need to make more scouts.
Yes, they're right here. And you need to probably replace that with.
No elites.
No elites. What's interesting is we don't actually have enough for the start of this.
That's why I'm wondering if that's correct.
I mean, they're all the same picture. I guess we'll see how this goes as we progress. There's also a couple of money tokens that need to get put down here. So money, money. Is there... Oh, there's a door here. That's probably why.
That's right.
But there isn't a door token.
So where
it's
do we
just
start?
a door
We start
hex.
here. So here,
Yep.
here, and here.
Nope, that one doesn't have any. Just that
Here.
one.
Okay.
Yep. So that's probably why. Because we technically don't see something behind the door yet. All right.
And then we can start anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So I'm gonna start in the back, and you want to start in the front so you can punch things.
Sure.
Okay.
Seems fine.
All right.
So this blue exclamation mark thing is to indicate that you've opened a door. So once it's blue, it means it's active. When it's gray, it is still closed. Okay. So they talk about basic actions, lost actions, looting, area effects. Won't go through any of those if they have them on our cards. Negating damage through lost cards. Yep, we did that. Failing new monster mechanic. So yeah, we are using the basic monster abilities. Okay.
All right. So I guess we're picking our cards, huh?
Yep. Oh, there's another money right here that I missed.
Okay. So the way this game works is you essentially have Katra. You have a handful of cards that are your ability cards. You pick 2 of them, and then you have to play the top portion of one card and the bottom portion of another card. Usually your top portion is your attacks, and usually your bottom portion is usually some kind of movement or some other non-attacking special effect. So I'm gonna pick 2 cards, and the cards have a. So you can see here, the top one is the attack, the bottom is movement, the number in the middle is my initiative. So whichever card I want to be my initiative, that's what card I kind of reveal first. So I'm gonna put that number on top, and then I just flip the cards face down on the table. And when Andrew's ready, we just flip him over.
So I'm going to use that and use that. That's fine.
Okay. So flip him over.
Yep.
So I have initiative 24.
Oh, actually, I'm sorry. That was the wrong one. I wanted to grab that one and that one. There we go. That's what I meant. All right. So I'm 42.
Okay. So I'm first.
Yep.
And are they still acting all at 51 in this mission?
I guess that's
No, because
no,
there's
because we're
cards
gonna
now.
reveal their card. Yep.
So we have a alert card. They're going in initiative 85.
Okay.
Just so we can put it up here.
Yep.
All right.
And you can see it's literally just right up here in this corner
So
for their initiative
then,
value.
so the initiative order will be me,
hmm
Patronus,
And
and then.
actually, I don't think I read the introduction for our mission, so
Oh,
let's do
sure.
that. Our goal is, again, killing all enemies. Introduction. The tracks are easy to spot. Verblings have never been known for their subtlety. You follow the scratching and indicators of a body being dragged until you find yourself approaching the walls of Gloomhaven. The sun is very low, but something isn't right. That isn't just a shadow cast across a lower section of the wall, it's a hole. The vermlings have made a nest for themselves by burrowing into the wall itself. How industrious. You crouch low and try to sneak closer, but they must have guards watching the entrance. There is a shrill shrieking, and then a number of vermlings jump from the dark, brandishing their dull, poorly made weapons. No choice now but to defend yourself. Luckily, you've managed to get your second wind, but you will definitely need a nice long bath after this ordeal. Special rules. Make sure each character has swapped out the 2 A's for the 2 B's. So you still have the 6 cards. And that's it. This is all the conclusion-y stuff. So that's fine.
Okay. So this one was my first one. So, all right,
Yep.
here we go. So I'm first. What?
They're last.
Yeah. All right, so I go
I'm going at
first. So I'll
42.
take mine,
Woo.
and I'm going to attack, damage 1, range 3, target 3. So 1, 2, 3. Flip a card for the attack.
Mm-hmm.
Plus 2, so 3
Nice.
damage.
And that is number 1.
Number 1 takes 3 damage. Next card, and he's muddled.
Okay.
Next card, -1.
Okay.
So 1, 2.
That's number 2.
So this was a attack. It was an attack for 1. What happened to my card?
That's right. It was right here. Oh, you put it on the camera.
On the screen. Hello. So yeah, attack 1.
Just 1, right? That's it.
Yep, and muddled.
Okay.
And then the last one, more card.
Oh, it was an attack base one, so you dealt nothing.
Yeah, dealt nothing,
Okay.
no damage. And
But
then,
you do still trigger the condition.
Yep, and then another muddle because I missed again.
Okay.
And I don't know what number that chick is.
That is number 4.
Alright, so that was the attack, and when the card's done, it goes to your discard pile.
Yep.
Unless it says otherwise.
Yep.
And then I have a move 3, push 2.
Okay.
So I'm going to move 1, 2, and push this guy here.
Sure. Push them onto the trap.
Mm-hmm.
Seems good. So, did they tell us how much the trap damage was for this thing? Let's see. Maybe it's in the actual trap section. Three damage.
Alright, so that is number 1.
Mm-hmm.
Number 1 is going to die.
All right. That's fine.
Okay.
Okay. Pushed him off.
Yep.
Okay. He gets pulled out.
Okay. Trap token's gone.
Yep.
Okay. And then I'm done with my turn.
Yep. All right. So I'm going to go and I'm going to use the bottom half of this guy just to move up 1. And then I suppose both of those guys are not damaged at all. So I suppose I'm just going to do the just base attack at 3 on number 2. +1, 4. Nice. I think these guys are 5 health though. Yep.
Mm-hmm. Number 4 or 2?
Number 2.
Okay. Just 1 health left.
All right. That's all I got.
Okay. So,
So the Vermlings are going to go.
Yep.
And their abilities for the turn, they're going to push 1. And then they're going to do their base attack +1 at range 2.
okay.
Okay.
So I'm going to get pushed 1. And I get to choose?
Um,
I assume so, right?
Probably. And yeah, that's number 2, so he's going to go first. Okay. And then he is going to attack you at range 2, base 3.
Okay. And he's muddled,
Correct.
so
0, so just 3.
just 3.
That comes off.
Alright, so I take 3. So I'm at 5. 5 health remaining.
So that was number 2.
Yep.
Number 3 is going to go, and he does not have a move action listed in his thing here. So he's just going to stay where he's at and not do anything. Then number 4 is going to go. He is going to push me 1. Oh, I forgot. I actually looted this at the end of my turn.
Yep. Just put it forward.
If you're standing on a thing, on a
If you're
coin,
standing on a treasure or coin,
yep,
you
you
at
get
the
to,
end of your turn, you
yep,
pick it up.
you pick it up. All right, so he pushed me back 1, and then he's going to attack me, base 3, same as against Ron. He is muddled, so we're going to draw 2. 1. Ooh, taking the miss.
Nice.
And his muddle comes off. So this has to get shuffled.
Yep, because it's the end of the turn.
Because it's the end of the turn.
And
their little deck also has to be shuffled. It has that little shuffle marker in the bottom corner there. So shuffle those
that,
4.
and then we start a new round.
And we start a new round.
This game is super awesome.
It's quite simple. It seems a little intimidating at first, particularly with the original Gloomhaven box, but the reality is it's an incredibly simple game, and it's relatively fast-paced, which is nice.
Yeah, at the core of the game, you're picking 2 cards. You're doing a top action and then a bottom action.
Yep.
That's
really it.
That's the game.
Yep.
All right.
Okay.
So, decisions. So we got one dude with a whopping 1 health left.
Screw it. It's for stream. I'll use my fun card. It's a loss, but
Your fun card? Oh, you have a lost card?
I do have a lost card now. It was
Wow.
one of my things that got upgraded as a lost.
Oh, I guess I have one too, but I wouldn't use it now. Okay.
All right, I'm ready to go.
I am ready to go too.
Okay, I'm going to go at 19.
25.
And the Vermlings are going... Well, they got the same thing again. They're going at 85. I guess there's only 4 cards in that deck. Your odds of hitting that same card again are pretty good.
You're first.
Yeah.
Then me. And then the monsters.
Monsters. Okay. Alrighty. So I'm first. So you guys actually are going to get to see a lost card action here and an area effect card. So it might be a little hard to see because it's fading some of it out. But this says I'm going to attack base 3, range 2, and I target that whole group of squares around my target. So I'm going to choose... the damaged guy, and it's going to hit the adjacent guy. It would actually hit everybody all around it. So we're going to use that, and it has this bottom symbol down in the corner here, the card with an X through it. That means it's a lost card. So it goes from play into the lost pile. So you only get to have that effect once per game, unless you have a way to recover cards specifically from your lost pile. So that's a cool card. We're going to give it a whirl. So attack base 3, range 2, and we're going to target the damaged guy. Each one is an individual attack, so you draw cards for each one. So the damaged guy is going to go first. It's base 3, -2. Well, still 1. So that's enough to kill him.
Okay. And when they die, do they get coins now? Or no?
Let's see if they give us that bonus. They don't talk about that yet.
Okay.
Just kind of flipping around to see whether or not that's something that they give you as a thing.
All right. So not yet.
I don't really see it anywhere though, so I would say,
All right. Not do it. They put coins on here and not.
yeah.
So that must not. Okay. So then it's my turn.
Yep.
So that's yours.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. I'm then just going to move 4.
Oh, okay.
And that's just a discard.
Mhm.
So 1, 2. Oh, no. I'm sorry. I get to attack this guy as well. So base 2.
This is, you have a
Double.
ranged attack.
Yeah. It's range.
Mm,
It was my special thing. So it's this special thing that's range 2.
cool.
And I got my 2x, so I'm going to deal 4 damage to that guy, and that's number 4.
Okay.
And then move 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I'll pick this guy.
Yep.
All right.
Okay.
And then I'm going to have to shuffle my deck because I got my double.
All right. So it's my turn.
Yep.
I'm using this bottom one just to basic move 2. So move 1. And then I'm using the top part, attack 2, range 3, 2 targets. So attack this guy, +1. So 3 damage on number 3.
Oh, it does say that monsters are going to drop money when they die. So
Okay.
it says it in this little tip right here. I didn't see it in this book though, but that's fine. Okay.
And then, so that was that one. And then this one I'm attacking. 0, so 2 damage on number 4. Did you hit number 4?
Yeah, because it's this guy right here.
For how much? 1 damage, right?
No, 4.
Okay.
I got my double, remember?
Mm-hmm. So he's dead.
Did you attack him? Oh, okay. Yeah, you got it. Cool.
Okay. Alright. And then that's the end of the turn.
Yeah, well, the monster has to go.
Oh, monster. Yep.
So they're not going to move. They don't have a move action on their thing, so that guy's still just hanging out there.
Ranged attack, though?
No, they don't have range. They're just melee.
It says it right here on the card.
Oh,
Push 1.
range
Attack
2.
attack +1, range 2.
Yeah, but
So 1, 2. He can't reach.
yeah, he can't reach. But that's a shuffle.
And then it's a shuffle.
Okay.
So this goes to my discard pile. Okay. Alright. Next turn. I am set.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not going to have a lot to do, unfortunately. I might actually just short rest just to give myself some more options. Okay, that's what I needed. All right. Push is you have to push them away from you, if I remember those rules right.
Yep, just pushing a square away.
going at 19.
18.
Okay. So you're first.
I'm first.
Yep.
Flip their card. 59.
All right.
Alright,
Okay.
so I'm just gonna 1, 2, 3. Range 3 attack. Top card at 3. So flip a card.
Oh, double.
He's dead. That's 6 damage.
Yep, that's enough.
Alright. Leaves him a coin in his space.
Yep. All right.
Guy is murked.
Yep, Merc
Okay.
is right.
And then I can move 2. Move up to 5. I hate leaving money on the table.
I know, but it's probably not worth it.
It's so worth it.
Okay, well, I'm going this way, so I'll see you later. Okay, so I'm going to start with a move 4. So I'm going to go 1, 2. So I reveal this door. And we spawn guys behind this door. So regular and irregular.
Had nothing there?
Nope, there's the top one is black. So for 2 players, so you don't spawn anything. So I'm going to go 3, 4. And attack base 3 with a muddle. So that's number 5. Ooh, 4. On number 5. I got a 1. Oh, you got it. Okay. Alright, that guy also has 1 health left.
Okay.
Okay, so then those guys are going to go.
Yep.
And attack +0, so just their base attack at range 2, and they can target 2 different things. However, they are not moving. So number 5 would go first. He can obviously see me, but it is a ranged attack, and I'm adjacent to him, so he's going to get disadvantage.
Okay.
And he's muddled, though, so I guess he can't be disadvantaged twice, so you just are disadvantaged. So a -1 and a +1. So we're obviously going to take the -1. So he's going to just attack me for 1 damage. So I go down to 7 health. Then this guy does not have range to me, so he's not going to be able to do anything. And again, since he doesn't have a move, then he's just staying where he's at.
Okay.
Okay. That was the end of the round.
So now
both
we have to.
discarded.
Now again, we can only short rest, right?
They don't have the options for long resting yet. I
Okay.
mean, the reality is, I'm sure you could, but
I'm just trying to know if I got.
yeah, they haven't given you the rules for long resting yet.
Okay.
So
So I flip. So short rest means I take all my cards from my discard pile. I randomly select one to remove.
Mm-hmm.
And if I don't like that one, I can take 1 damage
Mm-hmm.
to draw a different card to remove.
Correct.
Okay.
I just lost a card. This is a card that you would like, babe.
Alright, we're definitely going to do that. And we'll do... Oh, this guy was supposed to... Were they supposed to move?
Nope.
Still not supposed to move, okay.
No move.
Alright, so I guess we're doing that. And... Yeah. That's the plan. Okay. I am all set. You ready?
Mm-hmm. 20. And these guys are going at
I'm going at 18.
36. All
Okay.
right.
So it's me, you, and then them again.
Yep.
So 18, I'm moving 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
And you move crazy. It's awesome.
And then that card's discarded, not lost. And then the second card is going to attack 3, range 3, so I'll just attack that guy. So
Sure.
the guy I can reach.
Yeah.
Oh, I was supposed to shuffle my deck because I actually got my double. I got my double damage last turn.
Yeah. Okay, that's fine.
So give me 2 seconds to shuffle this bad boy up. So our friend, JP La Frenchman, is in Las Vegas right now, and he's visiting this ridiculous board game cafe. He sent me pictures. He's like, this place is the best.
Nice.
All right.
Katra, yeah, we are playing 2 different classes.
Oh.
There's a 4. Oh, you got your double again? All right, well, that's
double again.
overkill on that guy. But
Yep.
that's okay.
Yeah,
You have 1
Katra.
health left.
So Katra, we're playing 2 different classes. This is the beginner game. It comes with 4. The beginner game is $50, but when you see how much stuff comes with these games, it's kind of insane.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing.
They said there's 25 missions. Each mission, the beginner missions are probably the first 5 are going to be a lot quicker, but regular missions when we play, they typically be between like an hour and a half and 2 hours for a mission. And this game is like the perfect way to get into Gloomhaven. And then there is the original Gloomhaven game, which is 100 missions and 6 starting characters, and then like 20 expansion. It's insane.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
It's the most epic game I've ever played.
Yeah, it's totally nuts.
All right, so I did my 2 cards,
Yep.
and I'm done.
All right, so
I'll take my.
yeah, you threw me off a little bit, but that's okay. I will.
I was expecting to do double damage.
Yeah. Well, he only had 1 health left, so
Yeah.
yeah, that's fine. All right. Well, then I'm going to honestly. I guess I'll just move. I'm wondering, would it help you if I created a path in here for you to go? Probably
I
not,
shoot
because you're
range.
range.
It would help you
Not really, because I can just go the long way around.
do whatever you
but-
want to do.
All right, so I can't do either of my attacks because I don't have range. So I'm just gonna have to do a move, and that's it. So I guess I'll just move 2 and pick up a coin.
Sure.
Call it a day. That's all I got. I'm out of cards, so I have to short rest.
Okay. All right. I am set.
So I guess here's a question, because I don't ever really have this, and I don't know if if they cover this in this book. But if you have 2 different abilities on 1 half of a card, can you do both abilities, or do you have to do both in order to get the pieces of it? Like, do you have to do it in order?
Yes, you do the card. You do the abilities in order.
So like this guy has an attack and then a loot.
Yeah,
I have to attack before I can loot.
correct.
Yeah. Okay.
That's how it works.
All right.
I mean, if you can't attack, you just do the loot.
Are you
just
positive?
Yes, you just do the things in
Okay.
order.
All right. That's fine.
So you attack. Oh, there's nothing to attack. You loot.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not you have to attack to loot.
Oh, we actually forgot to activate this guy. Now that I think about it.
Yeah.
on our
What
turns.
did he do though?
So
Did
he
move?
moves.
Oh, he moves. What's his
Um,
base move?
1,
Psh. Okay.
and he can attack at range 2, but yeah, he can't reach
so
anybody.
nothing.
Okay, so he's done.
And then we gotta shuffle these up.
Yeah. All right. Well, we're just gonna do this. That's my hand.
All right.
All right. You ready?
Going at 59.
I'm going at 19.
I'm going at 25.
All right.
So you're
So you're in
first.
between there.
I'm in
Yep.
between.
Okay. So I have a melee attack, which I can't do. Then I'm going to loot one.
Yep.
So I get this
And the
and
treasure.
the treasure tile, which you resolve right away. It's number 14. So the question
I was assuming
is,
it's in that the book you're in, right on the page, right where the
it's
quest is.
it's not. It says look for entry 14 in the treasure index and the back cover of the glossary.
Okay.
Number 14, gain 3 coins.
Okay.
Heck yeah.
You almost said galleons.
I did almost say galleons because I'm used to
Harry
playing
Potter.
Harry Potter.
Hilarious. All right.
All right.
Man, you're just
I'm
loaded.
loading up on money over here.
Okay. My turn.
No. Then I can actually do a ranged attack.
Oh.
Base 2, range 4. It's like my only ranged attack.
Cool.
So, +1. So, 3 damage on number 6.
Jeez. Okay. Cool.
And those are both on my discard.
And I'm gonna do the most selfish thing ever.
I don't know. I think I did the most selfish thing ever.
Oh, yours was pretty selfish too. But this is
I've never gotten this much money in a game of Gloomhaven ever, so this is pretty exciting for me.
all right. So I'm gonna move 4. 1, 2, 3. Loot 1.
Oh, all right. Well, that was pretty selfish. You went the exact opposite direction to go get money. You did that twice.
Yeah.
Because you went all the way over there to go get money, and then
And
you went and did
and
like,
it's-
peace out, go
And
get
it's
some
a
more
lose
money.
card.
Gosh, you're so ridiculous sometimes.
I just can't leave that money there.
God, it's just so silly. All right. I only have one card, so I got to short
Me
rest
too.
again.
Me too.
All right. Oh, well, that was handy. Okay.
Oh, I'm gonna take a damage.
Why?
I don't want to lose that card.
Oh, well, that's fine.
So going to.
That's fair.
I don't think I've taken damage this game.
I don't think you have, because you've been staying at range of these guys that do mostly melee. So, you're fine.
And I have to lose.
You
the
have to
second
lose that one. You don't have a
Sad.
choice. Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. So, I am ready with my 2 cards.
Okay. Me too. Going at 19.
18.
All right.
All right. So first one is move 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, and then I'm going to attack range 3. Oh, I gotta reshuffle.
I wonder if the base decks are different for the different classes, because they do have your class symbol on them.
They are
That's cool.
just like the original game.
No, in the original game, the base attack modifier deck is the same for all players.
I don't think it is.
It is 100%.
Okay. 0. 3 damage.
All right. He's dead.
All right. Winner, winner, chicken dinner.
Well,
Go
I
pick
guess
it up.
I'll switch. I was gonna do my ranged attack, but instead I'll swap it and go do my range 4 or my move 4, and go pick up the money.
All right.
Okay, so we killed everybody. Normally, it's you actually at the end of the turn complete your round
Right.
and complete the mission. So I had the opportunity to go do that. So scenario 2 is complete. We have cleaned out the Vermling camp. Conclusion. With the foul nest cleansed of those wretched creatures, you take your time searching every nook. Surely the city guard will want to know. Will want to know about this. It can't be safe to have vermlings tunneling through the walls. It's hard enough to fend off their raids as it is. Eventually, you do manage to find an unexpectedly large amount of gold under some rotten wooden boards. Sifting through the treasure, you also find a strange note. In crude scratching, it details some business arrangement between the vermlings and someone by the name of Roland. Apparently, in exchange for supplying fresh corpses, Roland would pay the vermlings in gold. And judging by the amount here, the vermlings managed to kill quite a few people before you put an end to it. It's the best lead you have, so it's time to ferret out this Roland character, after resting at the Sleeping Lion, of course. Each hero gains 25 gold. We open up some items in the shop, and we get a new location. Number 3, the Black Ship.
Okay.
So, cool.
We need a pencil.
I've got one in the Gloomhaven box right over there if you want to grab it, or you might have one at your desk. So I'm going to grab our board here. So location number 3 is in D5. So D5. Oh, it's like in the middle of the harbor here. That's cool. All right. Black Ship. So we've unlocked this location right in the middle of Gloomhaven here, down at the pier. That's cool. So,
And I'm assuming these gold coins come from one.
that's a
Makes
great
sense.
question. I would assume so at this level. I would assume that they just count for one. Let's see if they tell us. Recording money rewards. Convert them into gold. In all scenarios covered in this book, each money is worth 2 gold.
Okay.
Each character adds own gold collected to the 25 gold per character. So 2, 4, 6, 8. So 16 plus 25 is 41, right? Is that how math works?
Mm-hmm. And I have 4, so 29.
Yep. Okay. Yeah, in our regular Gloomhaven campaign, I never get to loot anything because between Gold Leader and one of our other friends that plays, they are looting whores and they will loot absolutely everything before I ever get a chance. There was one time where I had an incentive to loot a treasure tile, so I begged and pleaded to have them let me loot something, which
Oh,
they did begrudgingly.
That's not true.
They did begrudgingly.
We
And
let
then
her
I
do
opened it and it was poison.
Now that's true.
And I was very upset. Okay, so we open up some shop items here. We open up numbers 1 through 13. So everything's nice and sorted. So those are all of our items available. If you want to flip through them real quick, see if there's anything you want to buy. I recognize a lot of them, so it seems like there's some overlap, which is fine. Okay. By the way, characters can never share gold. That's not a thing. You also cannot trade items to each other. Not a thing.
How many how many bag items can we get?
Let's see if they tell us.
Because I don't even know if we are a certain level yet.
Oh, apparently you can trade items. I didn't think you could. You can trade items, not gold, between players. Good to know. Okay. One small item.
Okay. Right now, I think I'm just gonna spend 10 gold and get a stamina potion,
Okay, that's fair.
and I'll hold on to the rest of my gold for now.
I have so much gold. I don't know what to do with myself. All right.
Feels-
So we'll kind of throw some of these on stream real quick. So eagle eye goggles.
I mean,
There's
most
two
of them are the
those.
ones from the base game.
Yeah, iron helmets. Chain armor. Studded leather. Weathered boots. Winged shoes. Heater shield. Throwing hammer. Poison dagger. Iron spear. Healing potion. Stamina potion. And power potion. Okay. I think I will also take a healing potion. Leaves me with 31. Let's see if there's anything else I want. Hitting a poison dagger doesn't seem bad.
Yeah, considering your melee.
Yeah.
You're also kind of squishy, so getting like some armor might not
Yeah,
be
so I was
bad.
thinking maybe the studded leather might be good too. Get shield 1 and disadvantage.
Mm, nice.
Um,
I would probably get an armor before I got a dagger.
yeah, that's probably what I'll do.
The dagger is obviously better in four-player parties because then everybody can benefit from a target being poisoned.
Mm-hmm. All right, so I think I'm going to take some studded leather. So I've got 6 gold left. Taking these. Put these back. My items are down here.
Okay.
Okay, what else does it want us to do? Similar, just so you guys see, there are differences between items that are consumed, so they have the X in them, or items that are that can be refreshed, like this.
Items that are exhausted.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exhausted. So you use them and you exhaust them, and then when you perform a long rest, you can untap them and use them again during the mission. So buy stuff is an option. All characters should now retrieve their first 2 level 1 cards from their character box and add them to the pool of ability cards. So we'll both have each at this point.
Two level one ability cards?
Yeah.
Well, I have three. Four. I have more than. How do you know which ones to take?
Oh, good question. Maybe you can just
There's a bunch of level one cards.
oh, I guess they list them here. So
Okay.
for the Demolitionist, I get Wind Up and Crushing Weight. I think it's probably sorted. I think that's why they say the first 2. For Hatchet, you get the Favorite and Retrieval.
Yep, it is sorted. Okay.
That's probably why they said that. So my new cards, Crushing Weight. So on the top, it's an attack plus 2 attack and gain an XP if the target is adjacent to a wall. Interesting. And then the bottom half is move 2. One adjacent enemy that is adjacent to a wall suffers 2 damage. Okay, so I guess we're pushing people against walls. And then my other one, Wind Up. Ah, cool. So on your next 2 attacks, add +2 to the attack. So this is a persistent bonus. So the first time and then the second time I get an XP and then it falls off. The bottom is double the value of your next move ability. Also persistent. So you get that once and then you're done. That's pretty cool.
All right.
So until you would move, so that stays until you would actually move and trigger it.
Yeah, I think we could call it good for here,
Yeah, probably. Let's just check and see if there's anything else in here that they want us to do.
and we'll come back
And
with.
then we'll come back fresh and ready to go with mission number 3. So it looks like shopping, getting those specific cards, and then, yeah, starting out with scenario 3. So we'll call it a night there. Hope you guys are enjoying this introductory Gloomhaven Jaws of the Lion campaign. I know I'm having fun. I like this map process. I don't really mind the map tiles as much as some people do because I'm used to Imperial Assault, which map tiles are way worse in that game. So these ones don't bother me too much, but it is nice to just be able to flip and have everything ready to go. It's
It's
nice
kind
and
of nice.
quick. But yeah, having a good time. We'll probably be super addicted to this, like we are with Gloomhaven. So most likely we'll probably be playing this Saturdays, maybe every other week.
Who
Maybe
knows?
we'll even jump in during the regular week on an off streaming night and play a little bit more. But we'll post these onto YouTube on our channel, just youtube.com/homebasegames. We'll probably have some other content on our website as well, homebasegames.com, as we kind of work through some strategies and ideas related to this game and our thoughts about the expansion. So feel free to follow us, like, subscribe, Facebook, Twitter, and Twitch. We're excited to get going with this.
Yep. And this is I'm Gold Leader, and that's Patronus, and we're signing out.